Recording.
Hashtag awesome parent. Thank you. Yeah, so welcome to the show. This is our first night at Joia. Thank you so much to Joia for having us. Thank you, beautiful people, for coming out. My name is Boyce. For the record, I am not Rick from Trato Feito. Okay, I am not the guy from Pawn Stars. Please do not bring up your useless shit to me at the end of the show to sell me. I won't buy it. I am also not one police officer that ate another police officer. So if you're wondering what the hell's going on up here, this is just the way I look. I'm assuming if you're alive and you're in this theater, you're vaccinated. Everyone vaccinated?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love the enthusiasm. Like, yeah, whatever.
All right.
How's it going?
Hey guys.
You here for the comedy show?
Yeah, I was just passing by. I mean, I was at the beach and I don't know. I mean, you guys.
Well, that's amazing. Could you have a seat? Because I'm right in the middle of starting the show.
No, all right.
It's all good. At least you bought beer. I'll try to be nice to you for a couple of minutes. Yeah, sit right in front. I'm sure you won't be a problem.
Yeah. Is it okay to drink here? Is it all right?
Ask the people with the beer sitting next to you, champ.
Thank you.
There you go. Problem solving right off the bat.
Well, do your thing, man. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. So yes, everybody here is vaccinated, right? I'm vaccinated too, and I'm American, which is complicated because I have friends back home that are like anti-vaccination, and they say shit to me like, "Boys, you can't get the vaccine. You don't know what's in there. You have no idea what's in the vaccine. It's not tested. You know, you have no idea what's going on in there. You're just gonna let some stranger poke you with something and you don't know what the ingredients are." I'm like, motherfucker, I live in Rio de Janeiro. I smoked a joint of favela weed last week and ate a hot dog served to me out of the trunk of a Honda Civic. You'll have to pardon me if ingredients aren't really my thing, you know? So yeah, being from the United States, living in Rio, it's weird. Brazilians do stuff all the time that's super strange. Like, Brazilians put ketchup and mustard on pizza. What? You ever seen this? That's disgusting. But as an American, I can't criticize Brazilians. We combine things that don't go together all the time. Like, we put bullets in school children weekly. So, enjoy your pizza, I guess. Brazilians love to copy Americans. Like, Brazilians have now copied the American trend of naming your kids after expensive stuff. You ever see that? You know, like in the United States, they're like, "Hi, how are you? These are my 3 daughters. This is Chanel, right? This is Ferrari, and this is Mercedes." Cool. Now Brazilians are doing it too. They're like, "Hello, these are my 3 daughters. This is gasoline. We call this one electricity. The other one, they're like non-binary right now, so we are just calling it ground beef for now. So we'll figure that out later." Yeah, I'm from the States. I was educated in the States. Anybody here? Do you have any Americans in the audience tonight? Any Americans at all? It's okay. It's all right. I was educated in the States, and I remember how well my education went. Like, my school would say things like, "We need a new science department. You need to build a new science department." And remember how they used to bring like storage containers when they needed to expand the school? They're like, "We need more classrooms." So they just bring these storage containers off like a shipping boat. And you're like, "Yeah, we need a new science department. Like, here's some meth labs. You can make all the illicit drugs you want in those." Hopefully it's a chemistry class. Did anybody this week see Coldplay? Anybody go see Coldplay when they came through? Round of applause. You're gonna love this joke, man. So yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but Coldplay, they were in Sao Paulo, right? And when they got there, you know how Coldplay, they just "We just want to help the world, we're a band that wants to help the world. Just want to help the world. Let music make it a better place." So what did they do? They went out in Sao Paulo, they gave away Coldplay tickets to homeless people. Did you see that? They gave Coldplay tickets to homeless people. Chris Martin went out and was handing out tickets to Coldplay. Which is the answer to the question, is there anything worse than being homeless? Yes, there is. You can be homeless with Coldplay tickets. And the worst was Chris Martin gives it to you. You can't just say no, like right off the bat, like, "I prefer sandwiches, thank you." Chris Martin's like, "Hey there, mate. You look cold and starving. Like, I am. Well, I've got just the thing for you. Is it food? Well, no, actually, it's tickets to Coldplay. Like, just kill me, thanks. Jesus Christ. Like, said there with this little light up band on. Like, how much is water? Like 7,000 reais. Like, okay, this is the worst night out ever. Good Lord. Well, again, thank you guys for coming out. I'm gonna shut the hell up and bring up the first comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, our first performer is a new addition to Rio Night Live. We are so happy to have him. He had a fantastic debut at Angel's Bar, not far from here, on Avenida Prado Joia, where we are every other Friday. We will be there the 6th of April, and we invite you to come out. It is the greatest night out on a Friday that you could have in Copacabana, on a street where prostitutes are frequently hawking their wares and English comedy is performed. I know that's very niche and specific, but we are cornering that market. We are dominating that shit. Everyone's like, do you know where I can see really amateurish stand-up comedy near prostitutes? And I go, you know, it's funny you say that, Bob. It's amazing. It's like we're psychically connected. But please, ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause for our first comedian, Manuel. Bring him up, come on.
All right, thank you, Janeiro. Guys, welcome. Just get this started right here. This is weird. It feels like an office meeting here. How many people are here? 20? Okay, before we get started, I want to ask again, anybody here from abroad? Anybody? Where are you from? Like, which countries are you guys from, if I might ask? U.S., United States? Oh, Canada, all right. You got the Canadians, you got Americans, all right, that's nice. Usually the reason why I ask is because I'm from Venezuela, and yeah, I know it's fucking weird. It's weird. It's weird being from Venezuela. And I always say, such a headache being from this country. I don't know why, but every time I tell someone that I'm from Venezuela, they usually think of, you know, hungry refugees, and it sucks. You know, everybody thinks I'm hungry all the time. Like, you're from Venezuela. Wow, are you okay? It's like, yeah, all right. I haven't been there for like 25 years. But it always catches up to me. I haven't been there. I've never been, like, I grew up in the United States. I was born in Venezuela. I lived there a few years, and then I went to the US and I grew up there in Wisconsin. So I don't know what the fuck is going on in Venezuela. I have no idea. But every now and then, my friends come up to me, it's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I heard what happened. I was like, oh, fuck. And I gotta check in Google, see what happened. And then, so I guess it's always the same thing. It's like, oh, what happened now? Oh, an oil refinery blew up. Okay, well, it's not that bad, I guess. According to Venezuelan standards, it's not that bad. But, yeah. And here's the thing. Being in Venezuela, you're filled with envy lately. Like, you guys are from Brazil, right? Most of you. In the United States. Well, I can tell you right off the bat, I envy the shit out of you guys. All of you. I envy you guys. I mean, it's so cool being from a nice country. Like, if you're from Brazil, for example, like, there's not a place in the entire world where you can just, like, go and every time somebody asks you, like, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. You're from Brazil, it's so amazing! And it's like, oh, yeah, Copacabana, and the beach is so wild, I love the ocean, I love Brazil, Pele, and the Canarinha, you guys are so great, and samba, and bossa nova. I once blew a guy in a samba block, and it was so amazing, such wild times. Like, oh, fuck. Yeah, it's always the same thing. And it can happen to any other country. Like, where are you from? I'm from the United States. Oh my God, I love the U.S. That was so amazing. The Empire State Building in Chicago, and New York, and L.A., and Hollywood. Oh my God, I once had anal sex with a guy under Mount Rushmore. It's so amazing. Oh, this is so great. And it's like, ah. But when you're from Venezuela, somebody asks you where you're from, the undertone changes, right? Where are you from? I'm from Venezuela. Oh, great. We're like a discomfort, like, oh, this is so amazing. Are you okay? Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm okay. I'm from Venezuela, but I'm okay. I ate. Don't worry, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, I'm not. Like the other day I was in like Central, like the train station, right? And this lady started like, I got to this conversation with this old lady. I started talking, we started conversing about random things, philosophy, metaphysics, and all these things. And all of a sudden she like notices my thick accent, right? Spanish accent. And she was like, oh, where are you from? Oh, fuck. All right. Well, I'm from Venezuela. And immediately, this woman just like her face just like completely transformed. So she's like smiling, and all of a sudden she became like really serious. And she looked at me, and I looked at her. Like, what the fuck's going on? And then she pulls out her bag, and she opens it up really slowly. And she started reaching in, and I was like, oh. And at that moment I felt like an American cop, like, bitch, put your hands where I can see them, I'm gonna have to choke you to death. And then all of a sudden she like reaches out and like hands me a fucking sandwich. And I'm not kidding, this is a true story. She handed me a sandwich. It was wrapped in tinfoil, and she gave it to me because I said I was Venezuelan. She gave me a fucking sandwich, which I took and I ate. And it was amazing. It was amazing. That's right, because I had the munchies at the time, and you're not gonna reject some free sandwich. You're fucking crazy. No way. Done. And it's gotten really bad lately. It's gotten so bad that like lately I've resorted to just like plain out lying, right? Like, where are you from? Fuck. Me? I'm from Ireland. Ireland? Yeah, I'm from Ireland. Fuck it, yeah, I'm from Ireland. But you don't sound Irish. Yeah, that's where it gets even worse. It's like a fucking wormhole, because now I have to like make up an accent from a place that I've never been to. You know, it's like, I'm from Ireland, yes. There's a bit of an Irish side to myself, lad. I'm an Irishman, yes, I was born in Ireland, and you know, like, stay away from my Lucky Charms and shit, like, you know? And then like, bullshit, you're from Ireland. And I was like, what part of Ireland you're from? And then it's even worse, because then I have to like remember my geography lessons from high school, like, it's like Irish cities. Come on, just like, remember an Irish city. Dublin, I'm from Dublin. Oh, really, you're from Dublin? My dad's from Dublin. Which part of Dublin? Oh, fuck you, yeah, I'm from Venezuela. All right, you got me. What the fuck are you, like Scotland Yard? Fuck yeah, I'm from Venezuela. Jesus Christ. And that's how it is. Because, you know, and people tell, you know, when you listen to Venezuela, it usually gets like a political, controversial undertone. It's like, oh, it's like left, right, what's going on there? And the truth is that we've always been a fucked up people, like since forever. All that. When Christopher Columbus landed in the Caribbean, like in El Salvador today, the first indigenous people that he met was the Taino people, right? And immediately, like right before he committed genocide and killed all of them and enslaved all of them, right? They were on good terms, right? And he noticed that they were all traumatized. They were all traumatized, and he started like, you know, digging in and investigating what was going on. And it turns out that there was this other tribe from the mainland that would usually come in, sweep in, and just like harass them and like rape them and kidnap them and fucking murder them and then eat them. Yes, they would eat them. They were cannibals. That was us. That was us. With us, like the cannibals were my ancestors. That's how fucked up Venezuelans are today. We're still eating each other up. Like, that was my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, just like out there, eating pussy, but not in a fun way, but in a literal way. He's like chewing on it. And this clitoris is amazing. You should try this, baby. And that's what my ancestors, that's who we are right now. And you know, it's sad because Venezuela is like, you know, if you were to compare Venezuela to a celebrity, right? Like take each country and compare it to celebrities, Venezuela will be like the Whitney Houston of countries, right? You know, like talented, exotic, beautiful, she had the voice of her own, rich beyond compare, right? But somehow she became a crack whore, and I don't know why. Like for some reason she became a crack whore, and it's ironic because the ironic thing is that my country's capital is called Crack-Ass. It's true. Our capital is Crack-Ass. How the hell can you have a country with a capital named Crack-Ass? Are you serious? And that's how we are, you know. And The last thing I'm going to say about this is, we're stuck with Maduro. We're stuck with that motherfucking dumbass. Thank you very much. That's all. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Manuel. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Oh my goodness. Late arrivals, how you doing? Boa noite. Grab a seat if you can find one. I tell you what, let's make it interesting. Try to find a seat that's only light blue. Gotcha. Perfect. This is great. Yeah, we've been doing these shows for a long time now. I just want to thank everyone again for coming out, and our crew is so grateful that you're here. And has anyone here ever seen me perform before? Well, you guys don't count. That's weird. Yeah, one big development since the pandemic is before the pandemic and now after. I'm single now, which is wild. I was married for 18 years. And and I got out of it. We're separated and it's over and it's like, I see the looks on your faces, like some of you are like, oh, it's so sad. No, it's not. It's not at all. It's amazing. Is anyone here separated or divorced ever? Yes. That guy does. See, you were the one person that was like, I fucking feel you, brother. Here's to freedom. Yeah, that's what it's like. But it's weird though, because like I said, I was married for 18 goddamn years. And it's insane because now I'm out. It's like an animal that was like in the zoo for 20 years. And they're like, Forrest, go for it, fend for yourself. You're like, hello ladies. And then you get on the apps. Anybody here on the apps? What apps you got? I see you nodding over here. What apps are you on? Left Tinder. Why did you leave Tinder last week?
Straight man.
What was his name? Just give me a name. It had to be one guy. Tell the truth. There's just one dick pic too many, wasn't it? Can I just meet one nice guy? Oh, this guy looks nice. Oh, Jesus! Come on! Oh, gross! He put a filter on it. Come on! Jesus! No, but getting on the apps is weird, and I hate them because ladies, if I can just give you one piece of advice. Wait, who is anyone here else on the apps? Raise your hand. Anybody on apps? Okay, what apps are you on? Just the ladies. Any ladies on apps? Oh, just her? It's always outnumbered by guys, right? Of course, they're just trying to meet a friend. But no, ladies, if I can just give you one tip, pay very close attention. Traveling is not a fucking hobby. Okay? Don't take it personal. Traveling is not a fucking hobby. Building model trains is a hobby. Alright? Researching World War II is a hobby. Okay? Traveling is not a fucking hobby. Everyone loves to travel. Oh, really? You love traveling? Boy, do you like orgasms and brownies too? Shit, we got so much in common. Are you kidding me? Traveling is not a fucking hobby. Good Lord. Traveling is something you do in your spare time. No one ever comes and is like, man, I got 45 minutes to kill. Why don't we go to Abu Dhabi? Said no one ever. Okay? Traveling is not a goddamn hobby. Please, you guys have got to stop that. Another thing that I forgot about this because I hadn't been single in so long. You go out with people, there's different types of girlfriends. There's different girlfriends that you can have. I forgot about that. You're the same person for 20 years. You just forget that there's different types of girlfriends out there. There's like the obsessed with Disney girlfriend. Yeah, run. Run immediately. I'm now on my current favorite girlfriend mode, which is the crazy girl who's really good at sex. Yeah. Fuck yeah, that guy gets it. Yeah. Now, the crazy girl who's great at sex is the best girlfriend because it causes conflicts in your social circle. It's kind of, let me put it this way. dating a crazy girl who's really good at sex is like dating a serial killer who can cook really well. Your friends are like, she killed 8 people in broad daylight. They're like, you know, you probably wouldn't talk about her like that if you tried her lasagna. I think if you tried her creme brulee, you might understand a few of those people had it coming. Just saying. Crazy girlfriend's great. Also, ladies, can I just say, this is only for the ladies in the crowd. Could you please, and if you don't want to say it now, you can tell me later. When did choking become a thing? I was away for 20 years. Y'all were normal. Everything was fine. And then 2 decades later, like literally every girl I'm with is like, choke me! Not like at dinner, obviously, but like in the act. Choke me! Fucking choke me! And I'm like, I'm so much bigger than you. Are you fucking crazy? Honey, let me explain something. As far as I can see, the difference between an orgasm and murder is about 10 kilos of pressure. I'm not doing that. And they still persist. They're like, if you were a real fucking man, you'd choke me. You would fucking choke me right now. You're like, okay, here I go. Frank. All right, you've been choked. It's insanity. But let me be honest with you, is it like Fight Club? Like, are there women just walking into work every Monday just with bruises on their neck? They're like, yeah, girl, you know what's up. Like, shit is insane. I'm now going to bring up our next comedian, who, I got to be honest with you, the first time this kid ever performed with us, I say kid because he's younger than me. Everyone is younger than me, I guess. But this young man absolutely murdered the first time he ever went up. He murders every time he goes up, and I have no doubt he's going to murder tonight. No pressure. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Pablo Vegas.
Oh my God, hi! Hi everyone, how you doing tonight? Woo, great! Well, so my name is Pablo Vegas. It sounds like Antonio Banderas. But Pedro Moldova will never notice me. Hollywood will never notice me. So I'm here at Cine Joia tonight. What a night, right? I don't look like, but I'm 30. Yeah, and it's genetics. And I have always wanted to be 30. Just like Jenna on 13 going 30. You know, this movie was so popular in Brazil. You know, I watched it so many times. And Jenna used to say this in the movie. I want to be 30 and flirty and driving. And now I am just like her. 30 and single and crying. Every day. Apparently there's no a single man in Rio de Janeiro who could have this, you know? Anyway, guys, in case you haven't noticed, I'm gay. Yeah. Yeah, surprised. So, one of the things that I hate about being gay is the fact that people suppose somebody's gay based on his likes or dislikes, you know, the way the person acting or the way he dresses. For example, if a guy likes the color pink, then everybody says he's gay. If a guy doesn't care for soccer, then everybody says gay. If a guy has a poster of Britney Spears on his bedroom wall, then he's totally gay. But come on guys, we are in 2023. A guy could be all of those things and in the end, not being gay. Yet. Let's give him some time. Let's give him a grinder, I don't know. We have tutorials these days. So I came to Rio in 2013, and I came here because I wanted to be famous, LOL. And because I wanted to find true love, LOL again. I came here just like a Disney princess. Skinny, sweet eyes, and detached from reality. Completely. The first place I went looking for love was Grindr. And guess what I got? Chlamydia. Yeah. So, I must tell you that I'm a man. And I have to say that because once I say that I'm gay, some men stop seeing me as a man. And they start seeing me as an alien. But I'm not going to invade your bodies without your permission, guys. No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not an irrational being, you know? I'm not a heterosexual man. I'm a gay man. I understand boundaries, you know? My space, your space. I get that. You know, even though I'm a man, I hate being a man so much. Because they embarrass me. They embarrass me every single time they want to affirm their masculinity. And they created these stupid identities. Like, for example, do you remember when goy was a thing? Just to remind you, goys were men who make out with other men discreetly, never ever having penetration involved, because that can make them gay. Sure. Yes, I can picture a guy after a game saying, let's go to the locker. I wanna kiss you. I wanna blow you. But I'm not gonna penetrate your anus because that can make me gay. Yeah, right. Well, if there's any guy in the audience today, you're welcome. I'm not judging, okay? You're welcome. Let's give him some time, you know? So, do you remember when metrosexual was a thing? Back in the 2000s? Basically, they are men who enjoy taking showers and using soap. For God's sake. You know, they created a stupid identity to justify basic hygiene for men. You know, they embarrass me so much. And after all that's been said here about men, I still want to suck that dirty dick. You see, I'm a man. It's embarrassing. It's in me. Oh, so you might be wondering, Pablo, when did you realize you were gay? Well, it was the first time my older sister came home with her boyfriend. And I looked and thought, you bitch. Now I want one more thing that she has. The guy used to have this pair of hairy legs, and I just couldn't stop looking at them. I just couldn't. I struggled so hard not to act like a female cat in heat. But every time I look at those legs, I was like, So my mom noticed, of course. She came to me and she asked, Pablo, do you want to have legs like his when you grow up? And I was like, I said, yes. On my face! That's not what she was thinking. Maybe it was. You know, those pair of hairy legs made me the person I am today. A whore. Thank you very much, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Pablo Pegas! Our next comedian coming to the stage is a top-notch performer. We had this conversation earlier. I don't know where you've told more jokes. Is it on land or on sea?
Yes.
Yeah, you're next.
How are you doing?
Join the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for Pierre Hoza.
Thank you. Applause for boys to put all this together. That's cool, man. Yeah. Hey, caralho. What? Well, I have to translate all my jokes now on the fly here for English. So if you don't understand me and you think, that's not funny, it is in Portuguese, okay? So, it's gonna be funny in Portuguese. What? I didn't know, boys, you were single now.
Yes, I am.
I didn't know that. Yeah, cool.
It's like a Disney movie. Did I hear my name?
I have a problem. Actually, I have a problem with single. All my friends are single. I'm married and I have a 3 years old boy, girl. Still a girl. I don't know. You never know now, right? So she's still a girl. And man, and my single friends, they're always there. Oh, you are married, so you don't have an adventure in your sex life. They even think that I don't have a sex life because I'm married. Well, they might be right. Yeah. But who's married here? There is some married people here. Married, just like, how long?
12 years.
12 years?
Yes.
You fucking married. Yeah. That's, the word fuck, it's only used for you, you're fucking married, right? You're, how long?
Same.
12?
12.
Why? You're double than me, I'm 6. Who else? Nobody? Man, and the single people, oh, we fuck all the time. Yeah, and you don't. Man, I have a 3-year-old girl, so I adventure to have sex in my house. It's adventure anytime with a 3 years old. You have children. You have some children. Yeah. You understand that, right?
I feel you.
You feel yeah. If you wanna have sex, you don't even call sex. You call fornication, right? Yeah. No, sex is fornication. If you wanna have a fornication, you have to make up a day, like Thursday. Okay, Thursday is the fucking day. Let's make Thursday a fucking day, and let's fuck on Thursday. You okay? Man, if you are a man, you know that. Oh, okay, I'm gonna fucking on Thursday. On Sunday, you are already like, okay, I'm ready, you know. Okay, Friday, I'm ready. So Thursday comes. So every night, your child go to sleep at 9. But not that early night. You take her to her fucking bedroom, you start like, and you try everything, you know, like, slap girls, sleep. So you put the girl, like 2 hours later, she went to sleep like 11. You know, you put her on her bed, so you go to you're a man, you know they're gonna. You have what? We're gonna fornication. To the next room. You go to the next room, like, yeah! So you see your wife, man, with her lingerie, hair done, makeup, lay down on the bed, snoring like a pig. Because she's tired to waiting for you. So you go, come on, wake up! We're gonna have sex. Yeah, so she comes like she's scared. She comes like this, like with the hair, with the makeup. So you see Alice Cooper coming to you. So whoa. Yeah, just a few people know Alice Cooper. You know, that's crazy, right? Yeah, you're old as me. Alice Cooper, you know, you guys don't know. So yeah, you don't know Alice Cooper, right?
No idea.
There is nobody is like Alice Cooper to make a reference. It's a rock star, like makeup, hair like this, look like a drugging guy. Yeah, that's my wife. You know, yeah. So she comes in, and I'm horny. Yeah, I want you, right? So you start makeup like a fornication for married people. So you take off your clothes and you sit on your own bed. You sit naked on your own bed. You sit on an Ariel doll. Okay, so she started laughing. You were silence. The girl is already in the room. So you start fornication, and she comes to you and say, "Hey, Pierre, please put some music." And okay, baby. I have already set up. My phone is connected to the Bluetooth speaker, right? So I take the phone and I look to the and the icons to find Spotify. But I'm not wearing my glass, so I go like that is sexy, fuck, right? I push play without even look. Push play and the song starts. Baby shark, baby shark, and my girl comes, baby shark, on the room. Everybody naked singing, baby shark, mama shark. That is adventure sex, okay? That's what you call adventure sex. I hate when people. Oh, thank you. I hate when people say that marriage people don't fuck. Fornication. Sorry. Yeah, it's fornication. What else? I'm talking about my wife, right? So once we were in a fornication. Oh, there's a word in English. It's coitus, right?
Coitus.
Same shit. We were in coitus, and she, I don't know what come to her mind, and she asked, "Say something in my ear." What? What you can say to her wife, like when you were in the beginning in a relationship, you fucking bye, say something to my ear. Come on, baby, fuck you, you hot. As long as the time is passing, you know that's. So what I can tell her on her ear that is gonna make her feel it, you know. So I go like, the rent is paid. Yeah, she went, ooh, yeah. And I saw that she liked it, so I'm good on that. So I wash all the dishes. And so I'm very good on that. I was like, and so I took her for the last time and said, tomorrow I take the kids to school. And she went, oh, stop it, I'm crazy. That's a married stuff, right? That's fucking bull. We fucking. So, I'm just saying that because to prove that sometimes on Thursday, when you think on Thursday, I'll be fucking. That's my fucking day. Yeah. Every Thursday we're gonna think, oh, what day is today? Yeah, it's PR fucking day. Wait, okay, I think I might tell you one more. This is just because I'm talking about my wife, you know, because I have when I came here, I came prepared to tell some jokes that I'm telling in Portuguese. It is about like, I grew up in a Catholic family. You understand that? Because it's a fucking word to say Catholic. It's in English, it's fucking right. So I was born like this in this family, and my grandma, she used to, if I was like messing up around, and she was to tell me like to stop. Hey, stop! That God is watching you from nowhere, and I was, oh shit, God is watching me. Okay, so I took that sentence to my life. God's always watching me. Sometimes in the school, a bigger guy come to hit me, and I told him, hey, stop, God is watching you. And he said, I'm an atheist. Bam! And he punched me off, what the fuck? And this fucking shit of, God is always watching me. He always, for my entire life, always come with me. God is watching me. And I know the other religions, they have this shit too, right? No, sorry, not shit. Sentence. They have this sentence. This wisdom, okay? They have this wisdom that God is always watching you. You know this word, right? You know this sentence, right? God is always watching you. So, have you been in this situation when you are walking the street and a homeless guy comes to you and say, hey, help me with $5 to buy my food? And you say, no, I don't have it. But you know you have it, right? Guess who knows that you knows that you have it? God knows. And you so scared that you don't even look up. You know, you just keep. No, I'm not looking up. God knows. But God is so fucking crazy, man. Oh, crazy, perfect, okay, perfect. That they give you a chance, and in the corner, He puts a blind guy to cross the street. So you see a blind guy, and so, hey, Mr. Blind Guy, can I help you cross the street? And the blind guy goes, yes. Put his hands here. So you go, "Wow." Now you are like, okay, I'm good. Hey, you were seeing that? And the blind guy, not a shit, man, not a shit. Guys, I think my time is up. Thank you so much for your attention. Boys, come back here.
Guys, give it up one more time for Pierre Rosa.
Hey,
So,
buddy,
a blind Japanese fit. What?
Is it cool if I say a few? I mean,
Did you do what?
I just arrived in Brazil. I wanna get in on the fun. You know, is it alright?
I mean, I had you right in the middle of a joke, dog.
That's okay. I'm sorry, but just thinking. Okay, sorry. I don't. But I.
Dad, like, go ahead.
I would really love to, say some things because I just arrived and I'm so excited. It's gonna be great.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oregon, but I live in New York. Yeah.
You're from Oregon, but you live in New York?
Yeah.
What hotel are you staying at?
I'm staying at Airbnb right now. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that not shocking?
Yeah.
So do you want to just you just want to say something
Yeah,
to the
just
people,
want get
like an
involved.
inspirational message?
Just this Brazilian thing. I just love it. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
sure. Why not just invite your way onto the stage while someo's doing a show?
Oh, come on, it's all right, man. Come on. Yeah.
It's all right for you because you're like 5 years ahead of me, but we're literally doing a show
I'm
here.
just living life to the fullest, man. Yeah.
You're living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
You know what, guys? We're here and this shit's weird, so yeah, you want to come
All
up
right. Yeah.
What does this look fucking easy to you? Is that what this is?
No, it's just I just want to be friends. I want to make some friends.
Standing up, just interrupting the show that you. Okay. All right. I'm trying not to be a dick, dude.
Come on, guys.
but
You want me to say something here? Is it okay? Is it okay?
This isn't even like heckling. You know that, right?
Everybody wants me to do it, man. Come on.
Curiosity.
Who wants to hear this unique individual say something?
I do.
Yes. Yes. Come on, guys. Yes.
Spontaneous.
Christ, it's like my worst nightmare come to life.
Come on, you're gonna laugh.
Okay, hold on. What? I can't bring you up if I don't know your name. What's your
My name
name?
is Scott Jonathan Stevenson.
Well, shit, guys, give it up for Scott Jonathan Stevenson.
Thank you.
Go for it.
All right.
You gotta talk into the microphone.
Oh.
Like in the spotlight over here where I am, where all the hard stuff
I'm
happens.
pretty surprised because I thought it was gonna be like.
I'm sure you're surprised by a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely. Because hey guys, how's it going? Good night. Yes. My name is Scott Jonathan Stevenson, and I just arrived from Brazil. I'm like so excited, and I'm so surprised because I was like, I was on the beach. I was drinking. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tipsy. You know what I'm saying? And I was walking by is it Ipanema or Copacabana? Copacabana? Whatever, it's all the same. And I just entered here and I was like, oh my God, is this like a theater or something? I never knew Brazilians had these, stand-up things or theaters, So I'm so surprised, but in a good way, So, oh shit, I'm so sorry. I was like, I was trying to find some of those Brazilian margaritas, what are they called?
Caipirinha.
Oh yeah. Whatever, I don't know how to speak Brazilian. So, and it's so, I want to thank you guys so much for being so exotic, so many experiences, so many things. Did you guys like my Paradise shirt? Yeah, this Paradise shirt, right? And I was in this other place called Botafogo. You guys ever heard of it? And I looked at the Google Translator. It's like Bota is boots and Fogo is fire. It's just like fire and a booters. I don't know. It's like I just want to have some fun. I just want to drink and have fun. I was in, I'm gonna tell you guys. Is it okay if I tell you something personal? Is it okay? I just broke up with my girlfriend. This is one of the reasons I came here. I was in France with her in Paris. Jennifer, is her name. And I speak really good French. I was all like, bonjour, je m'appelle Scott, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason she said, no, get the fuck out of here. So I went to America, and my friend Chad and Josh and Peter, they're all like, yo, Scotty, because all my friends call me Scotty. Hey, Scotty, you gotta go to this place. You gotta go to Brazil. I'm like, oh, is it a nightclub? Is it a cool place? No, it's a country. I'm like, what? Never heard of it. It's so insane. And so I was like, okay, I want to go straight to the middle of the fucking country. I want to go to the capital of Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. So I arrived here and I was like, because I mean, I'm so because I thought it was gonna be snakes and Indians everywhere, but there's like buildings and cars. It's like, oh my god, it's like civilization. There's a McDonald's here. I'm like, oh, way to go, Brazil, way to go, yes. And I went to this street because my Airbnb is in Ipanema, and I was in this street called Farme de Moeira, I don't know, so. And I was drinking with these karaoke guys, very exotic, cool guys, very funny guys. And they were like, hey, gringo. I was like, cerveza, por favor. That's what I said. And they were like, yo, let's drink. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm an American. I drink let's fucking drink, you know what I'm saying? And then we were drinking. It was like 2 in the morning, and 3 in the morning, I was like, okay. At some point, you're gonna go like, all right, let's call for alcohol, right? Let's call for alcohol, right? And nobody said that, and I was like, I was fucking hammered. I was like fucking over 80s, and like, not like right now. It was a little bit worse, but and then I realized that in Brazil they do not have last call for alcohol. These motherfuckers drink from 12 to 12, and they drink on the streets. They drink on the fucking streets. I mean, I called Peter. I was like, Peter, you have got to see this. I took pictures. Like, oh my god, I gotta go there, Scotty. And also, Brazilians are always half naked. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's half naked. I mean, I love it. And you guys are talking about Tinder. You guys know about Tinder? Holy shit, that's cool. That's awesome. You guys know about this? I mean, I'm not gay, but I respect you and all. But Grindr, you guys have Grindr? Oh shit! Way to go, Brazilians! And you're talking about some goy shit. And I remember I was with my friend. Tell me if this is goy or not. And because we were very close, me and my friend. And we were just hanging out, you know. And we were like, let's call some girls, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's call some girls. And we called some girls, but none of them came. But it was cool, because we were like just, you know, in underwears, you know, because we were homeless, we were tights, you know. And, you know, out of the blue, out of nowhere, you know how this happened? I had an erection just out of nowhere, like. And he was like, fucking shit, that's crazy. And then he had an erection too, because he's my boy. So I was all like, yeah, sword fight. And his dick was like, shit. I was like, no, it's a funny dick. And I was like, hey man, it's crazy. He's like, sword fight. And then at one point it's like, masturbation contest. but listen, you guys know about in our group, we masturbate each other, because if I masturbate, then it's easy. I masturbate myself, that's easy. So I was masturbating him like fucking hilarious. I was like, ha ha. Laughing so hard. You gotta meet him. These guys are great. It's Josh, yeah. And it was like, I was masturbating him, masturbating me. It was like, having so much fun. And then he's like, he came in my face. I was like, what the fuck? Josh, in my face. I was like, oh, this taste, man. What? Yeah. So is that going?
Well, I have to see personally. Can you check?
Yeah, right on, yeah. Good guy.
He doesn't have time.
Yeah.
is breakfast at the Airbnb?
It's I don't know what time is it.
Yeah, let's get a jump start on it. Go have a seat. There you go. No worries. Jesus Christ.
You're the man, my friend. You're the man.
Yeah, thanks. Have a seat. Sober up.
Oh, this one is yours. Where's my?
So, yeah, go for it. Yeah, pick up your man purse thing.
No, it's because people will rob you here.
Yeah, always. Yeah, you know, you can't be safe around here. It's like fucking Detroit. It's like Detroit here. Yeah, go for it. Sit down. Jesus, tap dancing Christ. Good Lord.
You fucking love me.
Like, I love my hemorrhoids. Good Lord, I'm sorry for that, for everyone having to suffer through that. For those of you who don't know me, I actually, I teach. I'm trying to cleanse our palate here after that interruption. I'm so sorry. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm a teacher here. Do you have any teachers in the audience? Where are my teachers at? Wow, we got a lot. We got 60. Wow, nice. People don't believe me when I tell them this because I've been here for like 12 years, and I say like I've been here 12 years in Rio, living in Copacabana, and I've never, not once, been robbed. Not once. No one's even tried. Well, I take that back. They have tried. But if you're a teacher, you know that you're safe. Because they come up to you and they're like, "Give me your shit, pasa, pasa, pasa." You're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Calm. Let's talk about this. There's nothing to fucking talk about. Pass your wallet. You're like, whoa, whoa, before there's something you ought to know. I am a teacher. And they're like, fuck. But you're a gringo though. No, you're super white. No, give me your shit. Give me your shit. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not done talking. I receive my salary in reals. And they're like, okay. Vinícius, me dá 5 reais. Vinícius, give me 5 reais. Give me 5 reais pra dar pra ele. No, cara, my mom's a teacher too. I'm just doing this to help out around the house. I'm really sorry. Are you hungry? Are you Venezuelan? You speak Venezuelan? I have the distinct privilege of working at one of the richest, most expensive schools in Rio. So whoever becomes president in 25 years, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. They're so fucking spoiled. But it's one of those like super touchy-feely progressive schools. And they're always like teaching you like new euphemisms to deal with your students. They're like, don't call them children. Don't call them students. They're young learners. And I go out during recess. I'm like, okay, they're young learners, cool. And you go out during recess, and there's one kid that's like, my dad's got one leg that's shorter than the other. And there's another kid in the corner like, and one kid's like, you know what my favorite color of crayon is? Which one is like, it's blue, it tastes the best. You're like, young learners? Not all of them. They're all learners, all of them, really? They're like, yeah, all of them are young learners. They've all got something that they can learn and contribute. I'm like, what about Ricardo? What's wrong with Ricardo? I watched Ricardo put hand sanitizer in his eyes 3 times. What did he learn? Not a goddamn thing. It's irritating. And then they make me have meetings with the parents. They're like, it's time for parent-teacher conferences, which is horrendous. Because these parents show up like, so, how's my little angel? You're like, and I have to think of something nice to say, right? But the whole time in my mind, I'm envisioning their son who was in the bathroom a week ago, and I caught him there like, come cachorra! Ooh, 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 come cachorra! Like, how's he doing? I'm like, he's a musical learner. He's really good at memorizing things, like lyrics to songs. Yeah, I don't know what to tell parents anymore. So, I'm gonna bring up our next comedian. And this next comedian is Maybe. Does anyone follow us on Instagram? Oh, that's your problem. No, y'all gotta fix that right now. Okay, we're gonna fix that right now. Does everyone have their cell phones with them? Bring them out. Whip them out. You're gonna follow realnightlive.comedy. Okay? Fix your life, fix your Friday, your Saturday night. You know, cause nothing screams sexy night out like this. Nothing gets the ladies raring to go like a good old set in comedy in fucking English. But if you do follow our socials on our Instagram, you would have seen that we're doing talent spotlights this week, and our next comedian is our talent spotlight of the week. He is a director, he is a comedian, he is a writer, he is a bon vivant. He is absolutely out of control when it comes to being a creative force. I don't even know how he has time to perform with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Vinny Areias. He's so modest.
Oh, guys, I didn't know I was supposed to perform tonight. Let me put down the jokes that I wrote, especially for this evening. Well, first of all, I want to apologize for my English, okay? I studied at the Sofia Vergara's English School for Latin Gay. That is why I sound like I have a dick in my mouth, which sometimes I do. In fact, that is how I got 2 extra minutes to perform tonight. Right, Mr. Boise?
Yes!
Checks in the mail, baby. No, actually, it wasn't that good. It's just 1 minute.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Well, now I was there, not expecting to be invited on stage, and I started to think about what about those special places that are very dark, warm, that have a different smell, and seems like it's very tight, but it's very comfortable, can hold up to 83 people. There's a history of people coming in and out for years and years, but enough about Mr. Scott Butthole. Let's talk about this place, which is nice too. Oh, he's over there, he didn't listen, fuck. Oh, by the way, if I say a joke, stumble on words, and you don't laugh, that's xenophobic. Okay? So let's start there, okay? But this place is nice too, right? Cinema Joia, which in English, cinema means cinema. It's one of those words that means the same thing, it's written the same, it sounds the same, like enema. It's exactly like that, and also it smells like this place. And Cinema Joia, it's a very special place because it's in the heart of Copacabana. That is why there's a lot of people who lives on the streets. I don't know if you noticed. The homeless issue here is like out of control. We're starting to get to look like Los Angeles, and so we need to do something, guys. I mean, I don't know anything about the United States. All I know is from TikTok and the gringos I fuck. So, yes, my last boyfriend was a gringo, and oh, we had much in common. He saw me as an exotic Latin man. I saw him as an exotic green card. But it didn't last. I don't know, it was like there was a wall between us. So sad. But anyway, I know that my boyfriend told me that there's a lot of difference between Brazil and United States. Oh, I learned that Karen is a very popular name in the United States. The TikToks is all about Karens. And I decided that if I have a daughter, I'm gonna name her Karen. Because I want my daughter to not take no for an answer. I want to build a strong woman. My boyfriend also told me that the race thing is very different. In Brazil, we are all mixed races, but in the United States, there is not so much. There is only 2 races there. You're either black or racist. I don't know. I'm just repeating what he said. But I mean, why the Mariah Carey is going on with this microphone? This is Mariah Carey microphone when she had a mental breakdown in 2001. What the fuck? But going back, racist. And it's very fun in a way because I did a DNA test and turns out I am mixed race like a lot of people in Brazil. But my boyfriend freaked out because when the results came out, a Benetton ad came out as a result. So I was like, oh, there was a black guy, there was a white guy, there was an indigenous guy, a Hispanic guy, and there was a white lady holding her purse in the middle like this. And he was like, this is not natural. I'm like, what the fuck? This is Brazil. This is who we are. This is how we do things, man. Samba. And he was like, no, this is not natural. You have white, you have indigenous, you have Hispanic, you have reptilians. I'm like, that's my grandmother, okay? Respect my heritage. And he was like, but that is a different species. I'm like, who are you to talk? Your last president was a talking orange, okay? And gringos dare to talk about our politics, make fun of us. We know what we have. Our current president was in jail. Our last president is going to jail. And he's a family man, a conservative, so he's taking all his family with him. Those 3 wives, those kids, even the gay one. I wish my father had brought me to prison. The memories we'll never have. And you know, I was a little bit curious about doing a DNA test, and then when the result came, I was like, wow, I knew I had black DNA inside of me because my boyfriend at the time was black. Also, my father was black, okay? It took a time. It took a time to, oh, what the fuck, yeah. But then I realized that I also have indigenous DNA, which explains a lot because I love nature. My neighbors always see me naked. And I also have, I am also white, so that's a problem because I love nature, but because I'm white, I also love to burn nature, you know? Oh, that's a white culture thing, okay? We burn nature, we don't season our food, we spread SDGs. You wouldn't get it if you're not white. I'm not gonna sit here and talk bad shit about my white ancestors, okay, guys? I mean, God bless those white. That is where all my privilege comes from. So no. Oh, my God. Anyway, I know there is a lot of gringos in here, so I just want to say something in the name of all Latin people in America. Go back to your country! Come back, Mr. Boise!
Ladies and gentlemen, Vinny Arish! Give it up, give it up, give it up. Oh my goodness, what's on my list? I'm getting old, almost ready for glasses. Hey, anybody here got grandparents? No hands went up. So you're all test tube babies. Congratulations. No, but I kind of love and hate my family. Especially my mom's side, like it's a real love-hate relationship because they made me who I am, but I'm not proud of that. It's more like an accusation, you know? Because they used to fuck with me mercilessly, like with no mercy. I used to stay at my grandparents' house, and my grandfather, especially on my mom's side, they have it's like first generation Serbian. Anybody here Serbian by chance? Probably not. Yeah, that's a weird shout out. But no? What a shock. Shit. Well, there goes my joke. Fuck you, I'm gonna tell it. But no, like my grandfather was first generation Serbian. He was dark. He was a serious guy, like World War II veteran. You know, heard all the stories from my great grandfather. Never laughed. He cried during John Wayne movies. Like if an Indian killed a cowboy, he'd be like, Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you, dude? But no, I'd stay at their house all the time, and he'd come in. He used to tell me bedtime stories. I miss my grandfather's bedtime stories. He had the best bedtime stories. He used to come in and go, boys, what's up? Boys, do you have any idea what the Austro-Hungarians used to do to our people? Like, well, of course, I'm 7. Who doesn't? All I want is yeah, go ahead. Grandma's like, the Austro-Hungarians, whenever they catch a Serbian across enemy lines, they used to feed them sleeping pills. And they would cut off strips of their flesh and rub salt into the wound. And they would just do that over and over and over and over again. All right, Tiger, good night. And people are like, that was the punchline, fuck you. You don't have to laugh at it. It was funny to me when I wrote it. But well, no, people are like, well, of course, grandpas are hardcore. Everyone's grandpa's fucking hardcore. I'm like, no, because you don't understand. My grandma put my grandpa to shame. This woman was brutal. One time we were staying in a house, and the house was infested with bats in the attic. And a bat got into my room and like landed on my bed, and I freaked out, Mom! And even my mom was like, yeah, I'm not touching that one, call Grandma. Grandma, there's a bat in my room. And I swear to God, with the stone cold accuracy of a CIA assassin, she was like, I need a folder and a plastic container. And we were like, what? And she walked into my room with the plastic container and the folder. She was like, and she took this bat and she walked downstairs, put it in a hole in the front yard, put a rock on top of it, grabbed a can of kerosene, doused the bat with fucking kerosene and lit it on fire. And I was 6 years old and I watched all this. And she was like, well, if there's one, there's gotta be more up there. Better buy more kerosene tomorrow. I was like, Jesus Christ, you psychopath. And the bat's like, ah! In the hole. And I was standing there like, the point of this story is 4 months later was my grandma's birthday. And my mom was like, we ought to make her a card. And I was like, saying what? What the fuck am I supposed to write in this card? She's like, well, I'll help you. Let's write the following. Dear Grandma, you are the kindest, most gentle, most loving, most caring person I've ever met in my life. Go ahead, boys, write that. I was like, I'm not writing that. And why not? I said, because that's a lie. This woman has lost her mind. After I watched that bat go up in flames, every time that woman told me to put my pajamas on, shit, I could have broken a land speed record. Every time I was like, why do I have to put my pajamas on? She was like, and all I saw was like the flames and heard the bat screaming in the back of my head. And I was like, thanks, Grandma, I appreciate that. Yeah, my mom was like, yeah, you gotta write that. I was like, I'm not writing that, that's a lie. So, that's new material, by the way. That's probably why you didn't laugh at it. Because there's like 20 of us here. A quarter of us are drunk. I'm part of the 25%. Really, Scott? Shocker. That is absolutely shocking. You don't fucking say. All right. Well, since my joke went down like a fucking lead balloon, then I'll just bring up the next comic then. Uh, our next comedian is a absolute. You could call him one of the Godfathers. He's been in Rio nightlife for a long time. He's perverted. He's absolutely without a conscience. He's disgusting, and that's why we love him. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for John Jones.
Okay, so here comes the fourth faggot of the night. It's the last one, I promise. Too many in the show. Anyway,
Wait.
I'm
No,
not gonna do.
wait. If you're the fourth, who was the third?
Well, it was Pablo, Vinny, and the guy.
I thought he meant
Yeah,
you.
you
right?
said it. Anyway, let's talk about it. Now listen, I'm not gonna do like those degenerates and talk about my sex life, okay? So let's talk about the sex life of celebrities. This is what I brought you today. Okay, so have you heard that Tom Brady wants to do stand-up comedy?
No.
First off, do you know who Tom Brady is? Do you guys know? Okay.
Gisele.
Yeah, he's better known for Brazilians as Gisele Bündchen's ex-husband, right? The best football player of all time, shit like that. Okay, who cares? Gisele Bündchen, however, is a Brazilian superstar, right? One of our biggest celebrities, the highest paid Brazilian woman of all time, and she represents Brazilian beauty by not looking like a Brazilian. It's kind of her thing. This is basically Gisele and Tom Brady for you. So, Tom Brady, as I said, he's now retired. He is the biggest football player of all time and the best. And he's now retired. Since he has nothing to do, he's trying his hand with stand-up comedy out of the blue, which I think is fucked up. But it reminds me that Gisele was also once Leonardo DiCaprio's girlfriend. You're familiar with that, right? And well, DiCaprio, there's a lot to say about him. Lately, he is better known as a man who's pushing 50, but he refuses to date any woman who is over 25, which is why he kicked Gisele's butt. And you don't do that to Gisele. She's too gorgeous for that. But anyway, she's too old for him also. And I could roast DiCaprio for that alone, because he only wants to date women that are half his age. But I remembered that during the pandemic, he picked a fight with Bolsonaro. Do you remember that? Yeah. So they were burning down the Amazon, and then Bolsonaro offered some relief, some financial relief. And Bolsonaro picked a fight with him over that, because he wants that shit to burn to the ground. And then DiCaprio came up with a campaign to incentivize 16 and 17 years old teenagers to vote against him, which was great for a democracy. But I can't help but think that he was kind of grooming for his next girlfriend. Kind of risky. So I would say, please don't support pedophiles, but then we've got to save the Amazon. So maybe we could cross this line this one time. Anyway, Gisele is the supermodel, right? And by the way, why do we use the word supermodel? Have you ever thought about it? Models are the only profession where you call them super, if they're good. There are no super teachers, there are no super engineers, there are no super other professions, but there are supermodels. And why should they be called supermodels if they have no superpowers? Because superheroes survive some terrifying shit. I mean, models do survive some terrifying shit too, like bulimia, anorexia, you know. But I don't think I should be joking that, because Ramadan, you know, is going on this month. Anyway, she was friends. She was married to Tom Brady, and now he is retired. He doesn't want to see his kids. and he's trying his hand at stand-up comedy. And my problem with that is, if you're pretty, don't do stand-up. That's my point. That's my point. If you're pretty, don't do stand-up. Don't try to be funny if your face is Instagrammable. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker is so gorgeous. He got to marry the biggest model in the world. That bitch came to Rio during Carnival. Spent 3 hours in the fucking camarote for a beer. She didn't drink any beer. She made 2 million reais for 3 hours of a presence. That motherfucker married her, and now he wants to be funny? Fuck off. Fuck off. Here's my problem with that. When you try to be funny, you're taking the place of the ugly people. Because comedy is for ugly people. Right? You only see ugly people cheering. You only see ugly people trying to be funny. If you're good looking, don't try to be funny. You know why? It takes me a lot of effort to get laid, dude. And here's the thing. They were talking only about getting fucked in the ass. Turns out I'm pansexual. No, I don't fuck kitchenware. It's just like, I fuck pretty much everyone. You see? Men, women, trans people, flat earthers. Nah, just kidding. And I get rejected by a lot of those because my face is not Instagrammable like his is. And I have to try to be funny to get my dick sucked. You see? That's the problem. That's the problem. Do you think I would be here in this fucking sauna in a fucking Saturday night if I could convince someone to suck my dick today? I would not be here. But I am here today because that didn't happen. Thank you. Maybe if I'm funny enough, someone in the audience may want to suck my dick, but I don't think so. But if I were as good looking as those fuckers, they don't have to do anything. Fucking models, they just stand there. They walk the catwalk for less than a minute. They make millions. So, dude, that's fucked up. Like, check your privilege. If you're pretty, and you can say nothing, and people want you to fuck you, you know how, dude, I have to try hard. I have to try hard. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be a good looking person and try to take our spots. You see, comedy is for ugly people. Don't be good looking and try to be funny. This is our thing, okay? So, I lost my train of thought here. But my point is, don't try to be funny if you're good looking, okay? Because comedy is for good people. And if you try to be funny as a nice looking person, that's cultural appropriation, okay? Please welcome back our MC for the night. Welcome everyone in a very nice way, but always refer to me as a pervert. Thank you. Mr. Voice Blake.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for John Jones. I told you it was gross. I warned you. That was your turn to go to the bathroom or check your fucking Instagram. Nah, we love John. One more time for John. Por favor. John's awesome because whenever I ask his opinion, he never lies to me. Hey John, how's our flyer for this week's show? He's like, you guys are fucking morons. That was the worst flyer I've ever seen.
That's true.
It looks... He was like, I wouldn't even denigrate your daughter to say that it looks like your daughter did the flyer. You did. No, I can tell that was your best effort as an adult. Like, thanks, John. No, John's a prize to us. John is one of our favorite folks. And John lives in Rio like me. And if you live in Rio, what's your biggest worry living in Rio? Think about it for a second. What's your biggest concern living here? What does everybody complain about here in Rio? What? Being robbed, right? Crime is what everyone's concerned about in Rio. And as an American, I just have one suggestion. If you want people to take crime seriously, You guys have got to change how you put it on the news. I'll get there. Hold on. What the fuck is this asshole talking about? No, but see, like for example, in the United States, when somebody is the victim of a heinous crime and they interview the victims, right? They put that voice modulator on them. Like, the victim agreed to speak with us on account of anonymity. We have decided to hide their voice to make sure that they cannot be identified. And then the person is like in the shadows and they're like, well, he came into the house. He raped my wife. He killed the dogs. He stole all the jewelry out of the safe. And then he burned the house down. You're like, whoa, some heavy shit. But if you live in Rio and you watch Global, whenever they do that, they decide to turn the voice modulator the other way. The victim agreed to speak with us on account of anonymity. Go ahead, Marilyn. Tell us what happened. She's like, well, they came into the house and they took all the jewels and then they raped the dog. You're like, who the like, who got robbed? Was it Bubbles from the Powerpuff Girls? They turned it completely the other way. It's hard to take anyone seriously talking about crime like that. For real. Is anyone here on Twitter? Who's on Twitter? Show of hands. Right. Twitter's amazing. They got rid of blue checks today, which is awesome, because now we'll never know if McDonald's is tweeting from behind McDonald's for real and telling us the truth. I used to rely on that blue check next to the McDonald's Twitter account to tell me everything I need to know. But if you ever check Twitter, you ever check trending on Twitter? Yeah. Right? Everybody does that, right? You open up Twitter, you're like, what's trending today? What's going on? Right? And the problem with trending is that they always put stuff in an order that you think it's related. And most of the time it is. They're like, it's like hashtag Donald Trump, hashtag January 6th. You're like, ooh, someone's getting in trouble today. Or they're like, hashtag Elon Musk, hashtag my Tesla exploded. You're like, well, that makes sense. Tesla's in trouble. But they're not always related. Not all the trendings are related on Twitter. Like you'll see when it's like hashtag Malala and then hashtag violent diarrhea. And you're like, I hope she's okay. Is she all good? Or they're like, you know, the Queen of England, right? Violent genital fungus. You're like, what, did she get that like after the funeral? Like what happened? Like what's going on? Like how are those two things related? You never know. You absolutely never know. So I made the conscious decision lately, after the pandemic's over, to go back to jiu-jitsu. Does anybody here practice jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu? Anybody here? Oh, right on. What belt are you? Oh, shit. Okay. Damn. And he said it the right way, too. I shall put it at the porra. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love doing jiu-jitsu. Although I'm kind of happy though, because I started at a new gym. I'm not at the same gym I was training before, because there's a lot of trauma there. Because if I should put it out there, you know, when you're training, you get a nickname, right? What's your nickname in jiu-jitsu? He's the white monkey. Damn, what a great nickname. Where do you train? Wow. Nice. Yeah, see? That's a fucking awesome nickname, Macaco Bronco. That works. That works. See, I switched gyms after the pandemic because I wanted a new nickname. Because in my old gym, like, I had been training for a while. I've been training for like 2-3 years, like white belt, going into blue belt. And everybody's got cool nicknames, right? When you do jiu-jitsu, right? Wherever you show up, there's Hecagino, Little Ricardo, you know, Pernillo, little Feather. You know, he's like super, just fucking chokes you out with it. You know, Facon, Big Knife, right? Taurino, Little Bull. So after like 3 years of jiu-jitsu, I was like, all right, man, fuck this, I'm gonna ask. when do I get my nickname? When do I get my jiu-jitsu nickname? And I finally got the balls to ask. I was like, guys, where's my nickname at? Come on. 3 years in the gym. I clean the mats. You know, I pull all the tampons out of the toilet. That's not hypothetical, by the way. And they're like, yeah, shit, man. Boyce, we gotta come up with a nickname for you. Boyce. 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 I got it. Boycetta. For those of you that don't speak Portuguese, boycetta sounds like buceta. Buceta means vagina. That's not a nickname you want for jiu-jitsu. And it got worse because the guys were like, yeah, that works for it. And some rocket scientist, some innovator was like, no, guys. Boycetta, no. Boycetone. So not only am I the vagina, I'm the big vagina. And I know this might come as a shock, but I was not happy with that nickname. I was like, come on, man, what the fuck? That name doesn't work. And of course, one of my friends was like, no, man, you have to understand. This is good for competition. Fucking how? He goes, if the guy is fighting with you and he loses, this guy will have to leave the gym. What? Who wants to lose to the big vagina? Nobody wants to see that shit. I was like, yeah, but what if I lose? You know, like that guy if I beat him, he goes back to the gym like, ha, you lost to the big vagina, ah, right? But if I lose, what does that guy get to say? Quebec 4 competition, how was the competition? How was the tournament? I fucked the big vagina from over at De La Riva. It was great, it was awesome. Fudeu completo. Got him. Boom. I was like, so this nickname only works if I win. Então. He's like, well, and the most Brazilian advice I've ever gotten in my life, he goes, well, my suggestion for you is, don't lose. If you do jiu-jitsu for a while, you get to meet lots of different guys in jiu-jitsu. There's like different jiu-jitseros, like you meet like different guys at different belt levels. And some of them scare the shit out of you, am I right? There's some guys you train with that are terrifying. Who terrifies you as a black? You're a black belt. Who like scares you the most?
In jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, just.
Maragali?
What's that?
Nicholas Maragali?
Kim?
Nicholas Maragali.
Oh, he's like naming actual dudes. No, I'm talking about groups, like general groups. There's one group of guys that do jiu-jitsu that scare the living shit out of me. It's black belts who smoke cigarettes. This exists, this is a thing. Like there are black belts in jiu-jitsu, they're like second, third degree, and they smoke cigarettes on the regular. And it's funny because the other, like the old school hardcore guys are like, do you have any idea what that says? Go for it. They're like, that says he doesn't respect the sport. That says he doesn't respect health. He doesn't respect the discipline. He doesn't respect jiu-jitsu. I go, shit, I'll tell you what it says to me. It says, motherfucker, I don't need cardio to murder you. If someone's wearing a black belt with 2 stripes on, they're like, give me like 30 seconds. Like, you know what, let's talk this out. Like, I'd like to have a discussion about this, please. If we may. Is that too much to ask? As I said earlier, I'm separated, but I had a super weird situation in my house this week. I came home and my ex-wife was pissed. I could hear her like stomping around the house. And I was like, what's your problem? She goes, Keisha, what's wrong? She goes, I think the housekeeper broke my vibrator. It's like, what? She goes, no, the housekeeper broke my vibrator. Which was awkward for me, because like at first when she said it, I was like, oh, that's terrible. But then I remembered she left me. So I was like, if only there was someone who could help you in this situation. I was like, what happened? She goes, no, she broke it. It fell out of the cabinet and it broke and like the battery thing won't work anymore. I was like, I mean, I'm so sorry. She had a theory too. She was like, I think she's like, our housekeeper is like evangelical, like super like. So our theory is that she pulled it out of the cabinet and she turned it on and it scared the living shit out of her. So she dropped it and it broke. And I was like, that sounds ridiculous. She goes, yeah, but she's got 6 children. Like, this woman does not use a vibrator. She's never seen one in her life. You know, what, you're not gonna eat a future burger if you're not vegan. You know. So the vibrator broke. And like I said, I felt bad for her for a minute, and then I was like, well, wait a second though. It's a vibrator, right? It broke. Okay. But like, isn't a broken vibrator like a broken escalator? Like, it still works manually. It's just not doing the convenient thing that you like it to do. It doesn't do the movement anymore. Like, don't be too pissed off. Like, you'll be fine. Checks his notes studiously. Is anyone traveling? A couple people said they were traveling today. Has anyone traveled recently? Like traveled on a plane? Where'd you go?
We went to Netherlands.
Really? How was it?
It was amazing.
How much marijuana did you take before you came on the plane back? Don't say nothing, because we're all gonna call you a liar.
I gotta say nothing.
Lying motherfucker. Now I went home last year to the United States, and I've been gone for like almost a decade. Like I had no idea like what weed was like back home now. Like, and they legalized it right after I left. What a shitty situation. What a horror. What an absolute like unfair thing to do to me. But my brother took me out, and we were living it up. We were living it up in July. And I went to get to the airport, and I realized I forgot 2 edibles in my bag, waiting to get my flight, and they were strong. Like when I say strong, it was 2 150 milligram stars. Anybody here know what that means? Yeah, that's enough to see Wakanda. That's enough to become the Black Panther. And I got in line in my backpack and I was like, there's nothing in here, there's nothing that I can just, uh-oh. And I was literally in line for TSA and I panicked. So what did I do? I ate both 150 milligram edibles at the same time. I was like, oh, this is gonna hurt. I was okay though. Like I got through security, like they took my ticket, I got to my gate, like I had a hot dog, everything was fine. So I got in the plane and they were like, ladies and gentlemen, please prepare, put your trays in the upright position, we're about to take off. And I was like, everything's gonna be fine. And then she was like, sir, could you please click the seatbelt Ladies and gentlemen, this is your cabin repair and takeoff here, and the weather's about me 45 degrees, and it's everything go. And I was like, oh, fucking came at the right time. Good Lord. And I was trying to keep it cool on the flight, and I was like, I think I'm doing well. I think I'm doing all right. And I was panicking like a motherfucker. And I was like, I think everyone here's annoyed with me, especially the flight attendant. And then I confirmed it when I was like, when's dinner? She's like, you've asked me that 9 times now. It's beef, right? Not chicken. I was like, she knows me. But the worst part was trying to get through the line before the edibles hit. Because everyone, I'm not freaking out. I'm cool. I'm fine, right? But everyone panics when they're going through security. Why do people panic? Why do people get in such a panic at airport security? You know why? Anybody know? They're afraid of the strip search. Everyone has a deep, dark fear that some stranger is going to put on blue gloves and be like, I need to see your butthole. And I've got some tips to help you with that today. If anyone wants to strip search you, there's an easy way to get out of it. You ready for this? Get excited. They ever pull you out of line at TSA, sir, can we talk to you for a second? You're like, oh yeah, sure, what's going on? We just want to do a quick inspection real quick. You just come over here, please, right? As soon as they pull out the rubber gloves, they're like, yay! Oh my goodness. Like, sir, we just want to have a quick check over here. You're like, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. It's a great way to get out of it. And if they insist on going further, just like when they come in, they're like, all right, whatever. Bend over, sir. Like, can we just dim the lights a little? Just a little bit. What's your name, Steve? That's the name on the badge. That works. I told myself I was going to do all new material today, and I'm seriously regretting it. Anyway, let's bring up our headliner. Ladies and gentlemen, to close the show out, one of the absolute greatest of all time in Rio nightlife history. No pressure again. She's our reigning co-champion. Give it up for Bindu, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. My name is Bindu. My pronouns are old woman. I'd just like to thank Rio Nightlife for making an inclusive space with the temperature here, because everybody knows what it's like to have a menopausal hot spot. So thank you. That's really nice. First of all, I'd like to thank Boyce for hosting this evening. He's done an amazing job. Boyce is from South Carolina, and I'm not saying his family is inbred, but they do use Ancestry.com as a dating app. I also like to say fuck you to all the Brazilian comedians who performed in English tonight, because they came up and made mistakes, and they were charming and cute. But I come up and make mistakes in English, and I just look like a stupid idiot. So thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm feeling quite old tonight. You guys are all talking about the dating apps and I've been with my husband for over 25 years. So back in the day, we didn't have a dating app. When we wanted to send a dick pic, we had to do by fax. Okay? My husband sent me a dick pic by fax. It came in at 3 pages. I said, okay, I'll marry there are some good things about getting old. You just cut through the bullshit. You know, there's a lot of things that have been told to you all your life, and you realize they're bullshit. I just took an airplane, and they said on announcement, they said, in the event of an emergency, place the oxygen mask over yourself first and then assist your child. Which is actually just a way of saying, save yourself first and let your kid die. Yeah. Because you might need to eat them later if there's a kid. I was like, okay. There's a lot of things like that. It's bullshit. I realize. People say to you, they come up to you and say, oh, you look great. Have you lost weight? That's just another way of saying, I thought you were fat. Don't accept it. People come up to me, I'm 53. They say, oh, you look great for your age. And that's just another way of saying, I can't believe you have all your hair and all your own teeth. Fuck you. Okay? Yeah, so I am from Canada. Anybody else from Canada? You're from Canada. Very good. Very good. Yeah, everyone thinks Canadians are very polite and nice, right? And it's true, until it gets cold. And then we'll club baby seals over the head to take their fur to keep us warm. Am I right? She's done it, I've done it. I actually did club a baby seal, but it was just for fun. I wasn't clubbing. So there's a lot of cultural differences living in Brazil. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed, right? Another one is like the way people dress here. Yeah, the way Brazilian women dress is, it's quite revealing. They wear a lot of tight clothes and everything. Basically, I realized that business casual here is what a porn star would wear back home, right? I went to the bank and had a meeting with my bank manager, who was wearing a push-up bra, a miniskirt, and stilettos. And my bank manager is a guy. So, I think it was the Lapa branch. I don't know if that made it up. A lot of Brazilians ask me, oh, you're from Canada, you live in Rio. I mean, it's so much safer in Canada. Why do you live here, right? Why? And, well, the thing is, it's not statistically always true, right? For example, you have much more chance of being victim to a bear eating you in Canada than you do in Brazil. And let's face it, which would you prefer in a dark alley? To meet a bear or a karaoke thief? The karaoke thief, you can negotiate. We've all done it. Oh, meu irmão, poxa, deixa documento. Pega dinheiro, mas essa chave é muito complicada para copiar. We've all done it. And they do negotiate. They're very polite. You cannot negotiate with a bear. You cannot say, oh, just take a limb and leave my vital organs. I got mugged the other day. The karaoke thieves are very professional. I got mugged the other day. The guy was like, débito ou crédito? Você quer parcelar? I was like, sem juros? He's like, yeah. I said, okay. I'm still paying on it. That's what happens. But another big difference I noticed in Canada is the way that people are taking care of the environment. When you go to throw out some rubbish in Canada, there's about 8 bins, right? Compostable, recyclable, paper, this, white trash. Oh, that's just for voices.
I don't have to book you.
Here, of course.
Choice.
Here, of course, we just throw everything into one big thing. I think it's called, what's that name of that bin? I think it's called the Amazon Basin. We just dump it there. Yeah, I went to I have 2 kids and I took them to learn about the environment in Brazil. I took them to the Museu dos Índios. And it was great. It was very authentic. They had activities and games, traditional cultural activities for the kids. There was even a little corner where they're giving the kids smallpox, just to really give them that experience. There was also, they brought it up to date. There was a corner where they were not giving them food and health care as well. Too soon? Too soon? The Portuguese did it about 500 years ago, so I don't know if it's too soon. No, we have done some things here in Brazil. We got rid of the plastic straw, which was a big thing. That whole movement came, I think you saw maybe the viral video of that tortoise, the sea turtle with a straw up his nose, and that banned plastic straws. I don't know, they investigated it actually, I don't know if you know. They found out that turtle was actually a coke addict. How else do you think that he got a plastic straw up his nose? You don't just swim into a straw and it goes up your nose. He was obviously doing cocaine. So because of that coke addict tortoise, we all have bad straws for our caipirinhas. But the environment is affecting us all, really, and it's affecting all aspects of life. They just released, Disney just just released the sequel to Frozen. It's called Melted. I don't know if you've seen it. Pixar is doing the latest film in the Toy Story franchise, the last one. In this one, Buzz and Woody get thrown out in the garbage. They end up as microplastic in the ocean. It's called Killing Nemo. Let's come to this. So a lot of you might not know me and my story. I live here with my husband in Rio, and we went through the whole process to adopt kids here. So it was a very involved process. We had to submit ourselves to psychological testing, criminal background checks. They looked into our finances, did house visits. And basically, in the end, the authorities found us completely unfit to be parents. So we just had our own. You can do that. It's kind of a big loophole if you think about it. You actually need more credentials to just sell beer in the street for carnival. So that's why every carnival, I just leave my kids with that guy selling beer. I figure you're more qualified than I am. I pick them up on Tuesday, well, Wednesday. But it's tough having kids. You have to keep them safe, and it's a dangerous world. There's a lot of weird people out there. I just read in the papers that in America there was a Catholic priest who was getting altar boys as young as 8 to perform oral sex on them. And I was shocked because I can't even get my kid to put broccoli. How the hell did he get him to do that? As a mother, you gotta hand it to the pedophiles. They get the kids to do things they don't want them to do. I mean, if a pedophile wrote a parenting book, I would probably buy it. No, that would be wrong. I would take it out from the library. But, I'm sorry, do we have some pedophiles in the audience? I know that we have sex tourists, but I wasn't aware that it was happening. No, but I recently got quite behind the Me Too movement. Have you all heard of the Me Too movement? Yeah, I think it's really important. I got really involved in it, actually. I decided to really take it on board, and I started sexually harassing my pool guy. And I found out that that's not what Me Too meant. He was quite pissed off, well, he's 63, so his wife was pretty pissed off. I settled out of court, but anyway, that's not important. I understand what Me Too means. But no, I was shocked because I read a statistic that a woman in Brazil is raped every 11 minutes. And I was shocked because I thought, I didn't know they were so punctual and organized. I mean, that's better than the buses, right? And it's just like the buses. Sometimes you wait around, there's no rape, and then all of a sudden there's 2 rapes at once, and it makes you late for work. Anyway, one of the things about being a middle-aged woman is that you realize that nobody is sexually harassing you anymore. I didn't realize that sexual harassment was something you miss when it's gone. I walk down the street now and workers just keep working on their buildings. I'm not talking about sexual. I don't want to be like Harvey Weinstein. I just settle for like a sleazy Bon Gia. Just make my day, you know. But it's a serious issue. I mean, one time, actually, I'll tell you, the other night, it was quite late. It was quite deserted. The metro, I got on the metro, and there was this bunch of guys there. And I tried to not make eye contact with myself. And one of them turns to me and He says, Joia, hair centaur? And I'm like, you bastard. And he offered me a seat on the metro. So I maced him. I said, never again will you let another middle-aged woman offer your seat to a woman ever again. Anyway, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Bindu. She's the baddest in the biz.
She is.
Right off the bat, again, if you're not following us on Rio Nightlife Comedy on Instagram, fix your life. You'll meet new people. You'll make new friends. People will point and stare at you when you come to our shows, kind of. But yeah, please follow us. We have open mic night next week on April 6th at Angel's Bar up on Prado Jr. If you don't like stand-up comedy, come for the comedy, stay for the prostitutes. I don't know what to tell you. If you've been to our open mic shows at Prado Jr., you know what I'm talking about. Real quick, we are going to do something just a little weird and a little new for Rio Night Live right now. We are about to play a brand new game to close out the show called Rio Night Live Quiz Masters. Y'all ready for this? The mic stand's broken, it's got tape on it, and the microphone has rhinestones on it. It doesn't get any better than this, ladies and gentlemen. So, if I may call John Jones up to the stage, and let's fix our couch. Okay, the couch is fixed. Hold on, my questions are on there. Okay, so here's how it works.
Just a moment. This is my segment. First things first. So, for starters, this quiz master, whatever bullshit he said, that's not the name. Okay? It is my segment. So this is called John Jones versus the World. Thank you very much. Here's how it works. Every episode, I will invite a gringo from a different country who is visiting or living here in Brazil. And as I said, it will be a quiz, okay? We'll ask each other questions about our cultures. So I'll ask them questions about Brazil, and they ask me whatever the fuck they came from. And whoever loses gets pranked, okay? It's very important. Okay, sounds like fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So please welcome my very first victim. Yeah. Please welcome Mr. Boyce Blake, all the way from the United States of America. Yeah. You know, United States, aka the only country with fat policemen. Okay. So here's how it works. We ask each other 5 questions only. Okay. Whoever loses gets pranked. All questions have to do with our culture. Okay. You ready for this?
Maybe I was born ready.
Okay, so, oh, by the way, first, just as a matter of making things look nice, how long have you been here in Brazil?
12 years.
12 years, right. And how did you wind up here?
My ex-wife.
Okay, so you got married, were trafficked, tell us the fucking story.
Well, we got married in the States, and she was like, oil! And I was like, clarify. No, job in petroleum, and I had to leave my sales job and learn an entirely new profession and go back to college.
Oh, okay. So that's me pretending I care. And now let's get into the questions. Okay? So I'll ask you one, you ask me another. And here's the first one. Very easy. By the way, all the questions are things that literally every Brazilian person knows. You have been here for a while, so you should know the answers to all those questions. Okay? The very first one is very simple and straightforward. What does the word, I'll give you a word, you tell me what it means, okay? So, what does the word pororoca mean? Now pay attention, it kind of sounds like something else that's a dirty word, but this is a family show, alright? And the tip I can give you is that this is not a dirty word. What I want you to know is, what is a pororoca?
Can I have the country of origin, please?
Brazil.
Pororoca.
Yes.
P-I... Oh wait, no, wrong competition. Pororoca is the... It's a royal dick. But it's a dick. Look, you didn't let me finish. For someone that has a speech impediment. So when she's like, give me the piroca, right? But say ela tagaga. Give me the piroca. É isso? Did I get it right? I got it right. Good, clap for me. I got it right. Scott says I got it right. Scott says I got it right. Scott's smart. Well, yeah, Scott says it sounds right.
Okay, so Scott is also from the US. Scott, do you want to take a guess? What does pororoca mean?
Take a guess.
I don't speak for like a wave.
Yeah, but take a guess.
It's an exotic. Delta wave.
Nobody asked your opinion?
The Venezuelans yelling, don't let him waste all his energy. Ask him what he thinks.
Yeah, here's the thing. He knows this because it kind of has to do with his country as well. It's a matter of...
Not really. Yeah.
It does.
I got
It does.
Discovery Channel.
Okay. So does he, and he doesn't know this shit. Okay? Does any other gringo other than Manuel know what a pororoca is? Lady from Canada? Anyone? Okay. So a pororoca is a word that has no translation in English. I looked it up, there's no translation. It is the meeting between a river and the ocean, which happens specifically in the Amazon River.
In my defense, that was going to be my second guess. Thank you. Alright, my turn.
Yeah. 1 point for Brazil, 0 for the US so far.
Come on, boys. Give it up.
Alright, John. You ready for this?
Absolutely.
According to Americans, who is the boss?
There are so many controversial things I want to say.
Bruce Springsteen.
The boss? Is this like in terms of politics? No tips, I give you a tip.
I said what I said. In the United States, who is the boss?
Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, he already gave me the answer. I had to admit I had no idea.
Come on, man. It's Bruce Springsteen.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, come on. It's universal.
I love
Okay.
it. I don't know the answer, but I don't give a fuck.
I would say the KKK or some shit, but okay. So that's 1 point for Brazil and 1 for the US.
No, it's
So the
not.
boss, it's not Bruce
It's
Springsteen.
2 points for Venezuela, man.
There are various correct answers. You could have said Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, okay.
You could have said Tony Danza. Or
Beyonce.
who really, or you could have gone deeper conspiracy theory, like who's in charge of the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, the World Bank, and said Oprah.
Oh, that makes
Kim Kardashian.
So 1 point for the United States. Ah, USA, USA, USA. Yeah. I got Scott.
Okay, another question from the Brazilian culture. You have told in previous shows that you have been in a samba school, right?
Correct.
Okay, so very simple question. Can you name 5 samba schools?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Portera,
Okay.
Salgueiro,
Okay. Said absolutely.
Garden hose.
Rocinha,
No, I said no.
Rocinha uma escola de samba.
Okay, but they're whispering the answers.
No.
We're drunk, man.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to them. They're the crowd.
Okay, so Portela,
Salgueiro.
Salgueiro, okay.
Qual o nome? Amigas do Tijuca.
What is that?
What is it? Amigas do Tijuca? Amigas do Teodoro.
He's made it up. I made it up. Yes, sir.
Well, yeah, but that's like the association. You're not into it though. I'm like, I pay in dollar,
Okay.
so that works. And
It doesn't work. That's only two. Portela, Salgueiro, what else?
the New York Yankees
Flamingo.
works.
Washington Commanders.
Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol, right?
Flamingo.
The Green Bay Packers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And what's the other one? Oh yeah, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Absolutely.
Nailed. 2 points for USA. By Seafood Airport.
Okay, do any other gringos want to try it out? Do you want to try it out?
Of course not.
Okay. Lady from Canada, do you know? No?
It's my turn for a question.
What? Okay, this lady here. Where are you from?
India.
India. Okay, and what's your name?
Smriti.
Okay, so give us the name. Whatever, yeah. Can you give us the names of 3 other Brazilian samba schools?
Linz Imperial. Villa Isabella.
Oh!
Okay, Vila Isabel. What's the previous one?
Linz Imperial.
Imperial.
Imperatriz.
Oh, Liz. Okay.
Can't be jealous.
Okay. Liz Imperial. Okay.
Okay, points for the United States. My turn for a question.
She's from India. And one more.
I'm from the United States.
Okay, one more.
Oh.
Can you? Anyone else?
Beija-flor.
Mangueira.
Beija-flor. Okay, Mangueira.
Mangueira, boy.
She said
Garden
Beija-flor
hose.
like a Brazilian. She's a
Yeah.
Brazilian. Okay.
I already got the points. It's 2-1. Move on.
Okay,
All right,
so that's
John.
2 for Brazil and 1 for you guys.
No, it's 1-1 now because you had an Indian answer the second question. It's null and void.
I don't have the answer.
Yeah, well, neither did she and neither did I. So, let it be.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, we're tied. All right, you ready for this? All right, here we go. Ready? This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
All right. The second part, you can only pass if you can pass the second part of the question.
Okay.
John, name 3 Kardashians.
Kim Kardashian, Kourtney Kardashian.
Mangueira.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
Bruce Jenner.
No conta. No, that doesn't work.
Well, she's a woman.
There's like 40 of them.
Kanye West.
Okay, so Kim Kardashian and Kourtney Kardashian and
Kendall.
Kylie.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Set OG free. The father.
Okay, so you name 3 Kardashians, but to win this point,
Okay.
you have to supplement it with the following question.
Okay.
Name 1 Supreme Court justice.
Batman.
Claire
Judge.
Margaret Thatcher.
Stormy Daniels.
It's 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. USA.
All right, well, no, you always get to start with the questions, so now I'm going to start one. Ready?
Okay, go for
All right,
it.
this is 2-2. It's 2-2.
Okay.
It's John. It's anybody's game.
Okay, let's do it.
Rare.
Give it.
What is America's pastime?
I don't know, racism.
You got it. I'm sorry, we won.
We would have also accepted diabetes,
Yeah, there's so many.
shooting school children, racism plus. All right, it's 3-2. Fuck. All right.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure. But
Okay, so this one's a bit of a long question, so pay attention to it. Okay?
I'm gonna try.
In Brazil, we have many cities that have funny names. Okay? In Portuguese, I mean. I even brought you a list of some of my favorites. Okay? For example, Jardim de Piranhas, Salto da Lontra, Carrasco Bonito, Pau d'Alho, Pacifica, Curralinho, Resaquinha, Não Me Toque, Barro Duro, Pessoa Anta, Mata Paz, Chá de Alegria, Canastrol, Recurso Holândia, and my favorite, Anta Curta. Okay? So these are the names of some funny Brazilian names of real cities that actually exist.
I'm laughing.
Okay?
I'm laughing on
Yeah.
the inside.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you the name of a funny neighborhood, and you have to tell me where it is. Okay? So we have this neighborhood called Pau Grande, which means big dick, literally. Where is it? In which states of Brazil?
Pau Grande,
Yes.
Big Dick,
Absolutely.
is in Rio Grande do Sul.
No, it's Rio. You said Rio Grande do Sul because they have a history of liking Pau Grandes there. Makes sense, but it's in Rio, actually. It's in the city of Magé, not in the. It's in the state of Rio, but I asked the states, not in the city of Rio, but it's in Magé, actually.
Yeah, but everyone that said they fucked you after the show came from Rio Grande do Sul. And I was like, what do you remember most about it? They were like, Pau Grande.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Maybe that's why I made the association. Is that why? Okay, okay. All right, so it's 3-2, 3-2. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, John, fourth question. Let's get even. Come on, Americans, let's go. Let's get even. Let's get even.
Okay, one guy.
Name something Americans are #1 at.
Isn't it the same thing from the other question? Like racism, diabetes, shooting school children, hamburgers.
Democracy.
No, because for #3 you could have said baseball. And right now, one thing, we're not #1 in baseball anymore.
Okay.
That's the Koreans.
Oh.
You remember Koreans? You know Koreans, right? The guy just had the kiss with their eyes closed. So what are Americans #1 at, John? Go ahead.
You mean a sport?
So many things.
I'll try to be nice. Basketball,
Yeah.
entertainment,
Porn.
porn.
All things that black people are better than white Americans at. I'm starting to pick up a pattern here. All right, so 3-3, America.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah, but no one clapped when you talk, so I'm just going to assume that's my point.
You're losing. America's losing.
We never lose.
But you will.
What? Do you see how Scott reacted?
We
What?
just declared bankruptcy.
We don't lose. This isn't Vietnam, John.
Okay, so my fourth question.
Very easy one, again. You know, every country has tongue twisters. We have many in Portuguese as well. I will say one in Portuguese. All you have to do is repeat after me. Very easy. Okay? But I will only say it once. So pay attention. And again, this is literally a thing that all Brazilians know, and you gringos should know as well. Okay? So, repeat this tongue twister after me correctly. 3 pratos de trigo para 3 filhos tristes.
3 patos de trigo parei para 3 tristes.
Almost. Almost. You almost got it.
Okay.
Okay, give me the next question. That's another point for Brazil.
No pressure, right?
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
This is your last question, right? Yes.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I promise. Pineapple on pizza?
Not American.
That's a point for us.
Okay. So ask the question.
We literally stole Hawaii from like the queen of Hawaii.
Okay.
We pointed cannons at her house. We put pineapple on whatever the fuck we want.
Okay.
4 points for America. That's right.
That was
We
not a
win.
question.
Woo! That's it. We're done here for tonight. Thank you for coming out to Real Life Live.
But what were you gonna ask about pineapple on pizza? What was the
That was
yes
the-
or no?
that was the
question.
Okay.
Pineapple on pizza question mark.
Okay.
And
So
you lost.
the answer is yes. You eat whatever the fuck you want, but you stole that from the Hawaiians, as you said. Anyway, last question from Brazil. Very easy one. I will name you 5 Brazilian celebrities. Okay. All you have to do, 4 of them are real, 1 is fake. You have to name the fake one. Okay. I'll be so nice that I'll even translate the names to you. Okay. But I made one of those up.
You're such a dear.
Yeah. You know, Brazilians are known for being nice people, unlike you guys. Anyway, so I'll name 5 celebrities. 1 is fake, you name the fake one. And I'll even translate to the names of the guys. Okay? So, number 1, Wesley Safadão. Okay? Which means like something like Wesley the nasty guy. Okay?
It sounds fun.
Number 2, Tati Quebra Barraco. Okay? Which means Tati, the destroyer of low-income houses.
Relative of yours?
I don't know. It's your turn to say if they're fake or not. Number 3, o cãozinho dos teclados. Which means the dog that plays the keyboard. Number 4, Jane Giromba. Which means Jane Big Dick. Okay, or Big Dick Jane. And number 5, Zé do Caixão. Which is Coffin Joe. Okay?
It's the third one.
No, that was the 5th one.
I
Again.
said the one that's the third one you said is fake.
The third one, o cãozinho dos teclados, the dog that plays the keyboard. No, we do have, which is not a dog, by the way, it's a dude that names himself the dog that plays the keyboard.
That explains my confusion.
Absolutely. So this means that you lost. So Brazil won. Yeah. Also, you get pranked. And our prank has to do, of course, with the Brazilian culture. Okay? So, before we do this, I have a question to ask of you. Are you familiar with this Brazilian group that literally everyone knows in Brazil called El Chan?
See.
Okay. So what do you know about that?
I know that they wrote one fucking song that everyone has to dance to at a wedding or a birthday.
Which is about?
Oh, Sean.
What is Sean?
The guy from the band.
No. The biggest hit is this song called Boquinha da Garrafa. Okay?
Oh, no, I'm not dancing by key.
Come on, but you lost!
Yeah, but I have a bad back.
Who doesn't? You're in your force. Of course you do. Okay, so let's make it easy for you. Let's make it easy for you.
Sure.
They have the song called Boquinha da Garrafa. Okay? All Brazilians know that. It consists of people dancing atop of a bottle. Okay? It's very sexual, as all things in Brazil are. Because the bottle kind of looks like a dick. Okay? Boys lost. So do you guys want to see him dancing, yes or no?
Sure. Yes. Can we leave after he dances?
Even, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm sure you're going to have nightmares after that. Okay?
Can I just say one thing? Absolutely.
Hey Scott, you like Brazilian culture, right?
I'm just learning.
This is your opportunity, man. You could really get in with the Brazilians if you do this. This is your chance. John, teach him the way.
Absolutely. Come up, the other American guy. Come up on stage. Give it up for Mr. Scott Jonathan, whatever. Okay, so you don't need to sit down, okay? Yeah, you're taking off from America. You don't need to sit. Don't sit.
You're going to take one from America right now.
Yeah. Okay, so here's how the sound is. There is a bottle, okay? And you just have to dance on top of it until your butt touches the tip of the bottle.
My prostate.
If you want to go deeper, okay? So, because of YouTube standards, we're not allowed to play or sing the song. So we will clap along until you feel a rectal touch.
Rectal touch.
Yes, okay? So I would like to ask your guys' help so that we can clap along and see this guy humiliating himself for his country. Absolutely. Okay, guys, so clap along. And let's see Mr. Scott Jonathan, whatever, dancing on top of a bottle.
So this is the music?
Yeah. You're not allowed to play the song.
So tribal, right? It's so spiritual thing.
Go for it. Go for it.
Go, 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 go,
It's like a spiritual thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like good now.
Olha a noite na
Yeah,
bola.
like this. All right. Am I doing it right? Am I doing it right? Yeah. Like this.
It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to message your product. It's just touching the tip. Okay, so give it up for Scott. And Mr. Boys who ran away from us.
That was very strong. It's such a great experience. I'm feeling so better. I mean, I'm involved with.
Okay, so welcome to Brazil. You just scared the audience. They are all leaving. But thank you guys for coming.
Gracias.
It's obrigado, big guy. Thank you all for coming. See you guys next time. Please follow realnightlive.comedy on Instagram. See you guys next time.
You living here?
You too. Share data.
It was great.
Yeah, I can try, but we can see.
It's hot. Yes. Mais mal vestido que esse.
De repente jogou o show, acaba, ninguém avisa.
O pessoal saiu, ninguém
Porra,
queria
mano.
botar. Ninguém queria ver ele dançando na boca.
Peidou, peidou. Peidou, filho da puta!